get this going. Well, hello, my pride and joy. We are here today with Comfort, and I'm excited to hear what she has to say. And so let's just ask a little bit about what do you do, Comfort? What do you really feel passionate about?
Good afternoon, everyone. My passion is about helping young people to get clear about what it is that they really want to do in life, which can be like discover their purpose, why they are here, and what they want to do.
Oh, that's awesome. So do you have trainings or do you have a book out? How do you go about doing this?
I haven't got a book out yet. I'm working on that.
Nice.
I'm working on
Nice.
that, yes.
Yeah, good, good. You can get a hold of Comfort on her webpage, and I've put the link on Facebook, and then when I put this on YouTube, I'll put it in the information there. So how did you get interested in something like this, Comfort? Is there a story that goes with it?
Yes, definitely. Let's say this is something that has been on my mind for quite some years now. I went to uni at a very matured age, and I did my research on youth crime in the area where I live. Then crime was very high in my borough. I don't know what they call it in US, but in the area where I live, crime was very, very high then. Young people were stabbing themselves, shooting, and all the rest of it. So when I did my research, most of the people that get stabbed and the rest of it, they are mostly young teenagers who, when they're supposed to be in school, they are not in school. They're supposed to be in college, they are not in college, they are not engaged.
Right.
So I just look at, okay, what is the reason for all this? Why are they not getting education or doing anything to move their life further? Looking at it, some of them got got in company with the wrong people. And also there are actually some adults that are actually grooming these young people. They tempt them with different things. And in some cases is because some of them, some children go out, they come back home with things, and some parents don't even know. Some parents actually don't ask them, where did you get all these things from? So by the time they groom them, they begin to use them as well to carry out their own dirty work. Also in the environment where I worked, I looked at when people are approaching retirement age, they don't really want to go. They don't want to retire because they've been in the job for many, many years from when they were teenagers. And I'm like, why don't you want to retire? Oh, this is the only thing that I know. So I'm like, okay, this is the only thing you know, which means that there is no other plan in place. And asking them questions or seeing them actually, because I see them on a daily basis, they are actually, most of them they don't like the job. They don't love the job. Most people are doing it because it helps them to pay bills. So I begin to ask the question, are we really here to work, to pay bills? That it doesn't sound right. So that led me to be finding out what really is missing. Why is it that people leave? Of course, what the system teaches us to do is to go to school, you get your education, you get a job, and then you work in the job, you start family, and then you retire. But I'm like, no, there should be more to life than that. So in my searching for answer, I got to read a book by Dr. Miles Monroe of late now. And it was in there that I actually read about purpose. So I'm like, okay, looks like this is what is really missing in the lives of many people, because we don't even know why we are here, or what we are here for, and what are we actually capable of. In the book, he wrote that we all came to the world with gifts. God gave us all gifts with which we came to the world with. And many people die not fulfilling that assignment or not making use of the gifts that we came to the world with. And hence the reason why people work in jobs that they don't really like, they don't love, and why people don't really value either their life or other people's lives.
Yes.
So that was when I said that, okay, I think I will do what I can do if I can get young people to discover their purpose, know why they are here from a young age, so that they don't end up doing a job that they don't really like, or just walking around the street, not really valuing their life or the lives of other people. How they can become valuable, add value to the market, to the community where they live. So that is that is where my mission started from.
That's awesome. That's wow. You really found your purpose reading that book. Yeah. Do you remember the title of the book? What was it again?
I read quite a few of his books because mainly most of what he talks about is about purpose. But one I can remember very well is understanding your potential, discovering the hidden you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Understanding your potential, discovering the hidden you.
Wow. I like that. I like that. So how do you find the youth to talk to? I mean, do you go out and see youth that maybe are just wandering around? Do you meet them at church or in schools? How do you make contact with people?
The ones that are that I know personally,
Mm-hmm.
either as family, friends, or neighbors, they are the ones that I talk to. At the moment, I talk to them, I guide them in the way that I can guide them. I ask them questions regarding their life, what their plan is, if they actually have clarity about what they really want to do, because people I notice as well that they go to university these days and they come back with debt, but a very high percentage go to university, come back, and they are not even working in whatever they went to study.
Right.
They are either doing something else, which may not even be something that they really enjoy as well. So it's like they have this high debt to pay, but they are not even using the certificate that they went to acquire.
Right. Right. So let's say that you're invited to a school to speak to the young people. What would be some of the things that you would say or questions you would ask?
The first question I would ask them actually will be, why actually do you go to school?
Oh.
Do you go to school because daddy and mommy said go to school? And when you go to school, when you get to school, what you do there, is it what you really want to do? Or is it, yeah, I'm here, it is whatever the teacher say? Are you doing what really, really makes you happy? Are you actually happy to get off from your bed in the morning to go to school? Or it's just, I have to go to school because if I don't go to school, I can't stay in the house. Is there any motivation?
Yeah.
Is there any purpose in it for you? So that is one thing. Then another thing will be, what are you actually capable of yourself? What is it that makes you want to get out of bed, get ready for school? And when you get to school, you will really be happy to get involved in what is going on in whichever subject that you are there to take.
Wow. So how This is kind of interesting. Gosh, I wish you would have been around when I was in school. I would have loved this because I was just the same. You go to school and you either go to college or you get a job, and then you get married, you have your family, and you live your life and be happy in it. And when I was getting out of school, the whole world was changing. I mean, a lot of jobs women still were not working at. Once my kids were a little bit older, then I could pretty much do any job I wanted, and it was just really interesting to see the changes. So let's say you've got you're talking to them, asking them their purpose. What if they don't know what the purpose is? How do they find out? Maybe what they're real interested in is just playing video games. They're good at that, but they're not good at anything in school. So how do you help adjust with that mindset? I love it that you're smiling.
The thing is, it's actually a high percentage of people are in that situation, because even to a certain age, many people don't really know. They just do what really comes easy, which
Mhm.
is what the system actually introduced all us to go to school, get a job, and unfortunately, it's not happy ever after. Many go through life struggling, wondering, just living from paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah.
struggle to make ends meet. Yes. So for a young person who doesn't really know, who are not clear why they maybe why they go to school or what they really want to do with their life, will have to go through a series of questions to really get out, because there's definitely, as Dr. Masmoro said, and it is in the Bible in Genesis, we all came to the world with gifts. There's none of us that is here by accident. We are not here by accident. There is one thing, at least, that one of us is here to do. In the story of the three servants that their master was going away and he gave them gave them talent. Two of them multiplied the talent, one buried the talent, and the one that buried it was called an unprofitable servant. So if we come to this world and we didn't really fulfill our purpose, our mission, the assignment that God sent us here to do, it will be a case of an unprofitable servant, because none of us is here by accident. There will be one thing at least that we can do, that we can make the world better than the way that we met it, that we can add value to other people. So that is something that we need to, number one, as Christians, we pray about it, and then we ask the Holy Spirit to help us, and we also work on ourselves to get it out. What really am I here to do? What is my assignment here? What value am I here to add to God's creation? What difference am I here to make? Because we are all here to make a difference one way or the other.
Right.
We all come with we have our unique gifts that God gave to us, that He sent us to the world with. So we need to pray to God, ask the Holy Spirit to help us, and we also need to take the time, because I think that is actually the problem. We don't take time to really find out, what am I really here to do? We just fall into what the system throws on our lap of going to school, college, university, work, and family. We didn't really take, if we really take the time to find what we are here to do, we will definitely, there will be light will be shed on it for us, and we know, yes, this is the assignment that I have here to perform in the world.
Nice. So what would you tell a young person who really wants to achieve their gift, but there's a lot of peer pressure to, oh, what do you want to go to class for? Just come play games with us, or let's skip school today. They really want to achieve this, but they have so much peer pressure going on that they find it really hard. And even if they do achieve it, they find themselves alone. And that's both of those are difficult to go through as a teenager. So what kind of advice, let's first give advice to the one with peer pressure, and then let's give advice to the one who's pursuing the goal but has to do it by themselves because nobody's standing up with them.
For somebody that have peer pressure, I will say that once the young person know that this is what they want to do, it's not going to be easy. Definitely, it's going to be very, very hard. But if they can find one or two people that believe in them, that is encouraging them to go for what they really want to do, it is something that can be done. And saying that, I actually have a book here. The title is Success for Teens.
Oh.
Success for Teens. Real teens talk about using the slight edge.
Oh.
So in it, just with the question you ask now, there are quite a few young people that have similar problem. There is a particular girl there that when she got to college, she fell in the group of other young people that they think not performing is the thing for them to do in school. So when she got there as well, she got in the midst of them, and she will not be attending class. So when she's in class, she's disturbing others. She will not do her work, but she still find a way that when they've gone, when they give them homework, she will do her homework and hand it in. When all those friends have gone, she will go and hand her homework to the teacher. So they don't know that she's doing her work. Of course, at the end of the term or at the end of the session, she didn't really get a very good grade, but she was still better than the rest. She was still better than the rest. But as God will have it for her, the following session, the school end up like scattering them. So she ended up going to a different school where somebody actually spoke to her, someone that knows her capability, asked her about her performance. So she said, oh, she told the person what she got. So the person said, nah, with what you've got and what you said you want to do, you cannot go anywhere. So that really make her to like, no, I really want to go to university. I don't want to go the other way. So she then put her head down and just forget about when her friends say, oh, let's go to town, and say, oh, no, I'm busy. So she started standing up for herself that I'm not going that way. She faced her education. So they need one or two people that believe in them, that can support them. But if there's nobody that believes in them, then it's a bit difficult for them to stand up by themselves to conquer the temptation that is in the way.
Definitely.
And and regarding the other one, what's the other question?
It's someone who really is trying, who's getting the work done, but they get really lonely because all their friends are out doing stuff and having fun and just getting by and whatnot. But they're working hard. They're getting all their studies done. They're getting good grades, but they're lonely going through it. They may have support of a family and other people, but no real friends to support them. So it's a lonely road. How do you talk to them to help them keep going and combat that loneliness that they might be going through?
Sometimes I think I will say that in the journey of you being successful in life, you might have to travel a lonely road yourself, especially when you don't have people around you that believe in you. Because if you want to follow the rest, then it means that you want to be like them. I know that Jim Rohn do say that I can't remember how I said it again, but if you are with 5 people that are doing certain things, you'll be the 6th person. So you have to choose your friends carefully.
Oh dear. Oh, goodness.
So you will need to look for those people that are on the same path as yourself, so that where you are going, you'll still be able to get there. You don't want anyone that will distract you or derail you. So just keep going. If you have adults that are supporting you, especially if the parents are there, then it's hard for you to get it wrong. But if parents are not there, look for a mentor, teacher, coach, whoever that believes in you, whoever believes in you and can support the journey that you are on, then it will not be that lonely for you. The person may not be your age group, but if you have someone that believes in you, then you will still enjoy your journey and you get to where you want to go. You are muted. You are muted.
There, sorry, I lost power. Just came back on, so I had to go to a different mobile hotspot so we could keep going. So I missed part of it, but I like the last part you said. You know, you find those people that are supporting you and just keep going. Yeah, I really like that. So what are some ways that young people can find what they're good at? Maybe they've always been told they're not good at anything. How do you help them change that mindset to, yes, I am good at something, and this is what it is? How do you help them through that transition?
There will definitely be something that somebody is good at. Like myself, when I was young, when I hear people talk about passion, so I'm like, passion. I'm not one for sports. I'm not one for cooking. I'm not one for knitting or for all these other things. So I'm like, I don't have any passion. That's what I said myself. But one thing I know that I love doing is reading.
Okay.
So when they say convert your passion to money, I'm like, how do I convert reading to money? I don't know how to convert passion, but I keep reading. So it's only just maybe over 10, 12, less than 15 years ago that somebody said, if you love reading, what do you mean you cannot convert it to money? You can convert reading to money. There are many things you can do if you love reading. So there's really none of us that doesn't have one thing that we are good at. There will be something that we are good at. And this is where, as parents, parents come into this. When children are young, if we pay attention, we will see what our children do easily.
Mm-hmm.
What they do easily, what come easily to them. Even those ones that we say that they play game. In this age that we are, it is the age of computer technology. So they might be playing game. That might be something as well that some of them can use, because there are so many things in technology these days.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things in technology. So even if it is in the game, there will be something that the child might still be passionate about in technology. So we just have to, as parents, we need to pay attention to, from when they are young, what is this child good at? What does this child do? We should not really be stopping them at everything that they do. We just need to pay attention.
Right.
Yeah, because from playing, they learn by play. Children learn by play. So we just have to pay attention. This child loves doing this. This child loves doing this. So then we can harness them, point them in that direction. It might be that way. When we are all young, we have dreams of what we want to do. when we were young. But as we are growing up, as we begin to watch people, listen to people, the dream, then we start like, we can even completely forget it and start living somebody else's life. Because that dream that we had when we were young, as we were growing up, somebody has told us, oh, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And that is how gradually, we forget that this is actually what is in me. This is actually the gift that I actually came to the world with. This is what I can use to help other people, to add value to other people's lives. And these are things that are buried in us. And when we become adults, it's like, oh, I don't know anything else other than whatever job that we find to do, which is really not something that, it is something that does not even fulfill us.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Look at them when they're younger, and see what they're doing, what they like. Let them try different things, you know?
Different things, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. And you know, even though this is geared towards kids, I could see someone older, you know, maybe they've finished school or they've been in the workplace for a while, but they just don't feel satisfied. You know, maybe they need to start looking at things that they really do love and see what's out there and take some time to maybe learn more about it and find out what's there. Yeah, that's really good advice. So,
It's
excuse me, I
actually
gotta
for
sneeze.
most of us. Okay, that's all right. I think it's something that is you. As you.
Thank you.
The reason why I'm actually focusing on young people is I don't want them to get, I don't want them to wander through life.
Yes, yes,
I want them to get it. If they can get it right from a young age, it will really be good. It will be better for them than wander through life, get to age 30, 40, and then they begin to think, I don't really like this.
yeah,
I don't really like what I'm doing. So what else can I do? And then they begin to go from job to job that are really not fulfilling.
right,
So, but if they can get it right from like their early 20s or late teenage years into early 20s, then it will be better for them. They can live, because it is good to live a fulfilled life.
right,
When you
right,
do what you love,
yeah,
when you do what you enjoy, your life is more fulfilling. But
right,
when you are just going to do a job that does not fulfill you, does not make you happy, you're only doing it because you want to pay bills, then it's a life of struggle.
hmm,
It will be a
exactly,
life of struggle. So it's just to avoid them struggling later in life. Hence the reason why I'm like, okay, I really want to empower young people, discover your purpose, discover why you are here. What are you here for? What are you capable of? What can you do with your life?
yes,
What do you want to do?
yeah. And I think a lot of young people don't think they can do anything. I think I can't do anything till I get out of school, where there's actually a lot of things they can do while they're still in school. I
That's
talked
true.
with my own grandkids about this. It's like, okay, so you're in the ninth grade, say, and you're starting out. You can still start taking some college courses for your math courses in high school and get those core subjects out of the way. And then while you're in high school, start trying different things, see what you like, what you don't like, you know, what you enjoy, don't enjoy, you know, just try different things. But you know, take that first couple of years and just really play around with it. I mean, gosh, my grandkids, they've got so many after school activities and things that are available for them to do. It's like, wow, I had no idea. You know, that this is pretty incredible. I think they're really blessed where they're living, that they can do that. Um, and then you start learning about, well, in college you can start getting scholarships, you know, at that young age, start getting grants. So you're not burdened with this heavy debt of going to college, and most of your classes are already taken care of because you use them for high school classes. So that's a really good way to help curb that part of it too, you know, because the one thing everybody's talking about right now is all of this college debt and no jobs to help pay for it, or they don't want to. The government pays them more money to stay home than to go to school. But that's where the value comes in is, well, yeah, I could do that, but I have a lot of value in me that I want to share with others, that I take pride in who I am and what I'm capable of. And yeah, I'm just, you know, I see a lot of kids who do that kind of thing, and I'm just so proud of them. I never would have thought of doing stuff like that when I was in school. It's just amazing. And I'm really glad that you're doing this, that you're working with the younger people. So they do know that they have value, that they each one does have something that's special about them. Those are good points to bring up.
Yes, we all do. We all do. Nobody's a mistake. Nobody's an accident. There's something definitely that we came to the world with and that we can use to make a difference.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a big difference. You don't have to go out and change the whole world.
No.
But it's just being where you are,
That's
around the
right.
people you're at, and them seeing the value you have. Not only do you take care of yourself and make a better life for you, but you have the younger generation watching you and what you're doing, maybe even your siblings or cousins, who's seeing it's like, I want what you have. I want to be there. So that's really great. I see our time is ended. These do go by so fast. Thank you for coming. When you have your course set up and your website, if you're in the middle of writing your book, whatever's going on that way, get a hold of me again. Let's get you interviewed again and see how you're doing. I'm so excited for you for this.
Thank you very much. Thank
this
you.
is just great. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you very much for having me. God bless you.
Oh, this is great. I'm glad this worked out so well. Goodbye, my pride and joys. And I thank you for being here today. And get a hold of Comfort. Find out, you know, how she can help you, maybe with your teenagers or with, you know, some of the kids that you know. She's got great information there. So we'll see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then again at noon. All right. Bye, Comfort.
Thank you. God bless you.